वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Text number 17, right? 16 there is no purport. Huh? First, reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 7th chapter, text number 17. Iti priyam valgu vichitra jalpai santvaya vitva achyutamitra sutaha Anvadravad damshita ugradanva Kapidvajo guruputram rathena Iti priyam valgu vichitra jalpai Saha santavyitva achyutamitra suta Anvadravaddam shita ugradanva Kapidvajo guruputram rathena. बोलिए.
इति प्रियां वल्गु विचित्र जल्पे स सांत्वा च्युत मित्र सुता वाद्रवद दंशिता उग्रधन्वा अपि वजो गुरुपुत्रां तेना.
इति प्रियां वल्गु विचित्र जल्पै सा सांत्वा इत्वा च्युत मित्र सुतः अन्वाद्रवद् नमिष्ट उग्रधन्वा अपित्वजो गुरुपुत्रं रथेना.
इति प्रियं वल्गु विचित्र जल्पा स संत वि अच्युत मित्र सुता अन्वद्रवाद दंसित उग्रदम्वा कपिध्वजो गुरुपुत्रं रथेना.
Mate.
Sa Sita Ugradhanva Vivajo Guru Putram Ratena
Trans हाँ बोलिए Translation purport by His Divine Grace is अरे इसमें भी नहीं हाँ Arjuna, who is guided by the infallible Lord as friend and driver, thus satisfied the dear lady by such statements. Then he dressed in armor and armed himself with furious weapons. And getting into his chariot, he set out to follow the Ashwathama, the son of his marital teacher. Tamaptatam sa vilakshadurat Kumarahodvignamanadatena Paradravat prana paripsir urvayam Yavad gamam rudrabhayad yathakaha. Ashwathama, the murderer of the princess, seeing from a great distance Arjuna coming at him with great speed, fled in his chariot, panic-stricken, just to save his life, as Brahma fled in fear from Shiva. According to the reading matter, either Kaha or Arkaha, there are two references in the Puranas. Kaha means Brahma, who once became allured by his daughter and began to follow her, which infuriated Shiva, who attacked Brahma with his trident. Brahmaji fled in fear of his life. As far as Arkaha is concerned, there is a reference in the Vaman Purana. There was a demon by the name Vidyunmali, who was gifted with a glowing golden aeroplane, which travelled to the back of the sun, and night disappeared because of the glowing effulgence of this plane. Thus the sun god became angry, and with his virulent rays he melted the plane. This enraged Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva then attacked the sun god, who fled away and at last fell down at Kashi, and the place became famous as Lolarka. When the son of the Brahmana saw that his horses were tired, he considered that there was no alternative for protection outside of using the ultimate weapon, the Brahmastra, nuclear weapon. In the ultimate issue only, when there is no alternative, the nuclear weapon called the Brahmastra is applied. The word Dvijatmajaha is significant here because Ashwathama, although the son of Dronacharya, was not exactly a qualified Brahmana. The most intelligent man is called a Brahmana, and it is not a hereditary title. Ashwathama was also formerly called the Brahmabandhu, or the friend of a Brahmana. Being a friend of a Brahmana does not mean that one is a Brahmana by qualification. A friend or son of a Brahmana, when fully qualified, can be called a Brahmana and not otherwise. Since Ashwathama's decision is immature, he is purposely called herein the son of a Brahmana. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha रूपं साग्रजातं सहगणं रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। So last week we were discussing how Ashwathama he is actually devotee of Lord Shiva. That day he worshipped Lord Shiva. Then he did a special puja on that day. So Rudramsha has entered in him, and then he got also a special sword. Then how we heard, by the mercy of Lord Shri Krishna, so Lord Shri Krishna took the Brahmana, these Pandavas on that day. He suggested that let us today night let us spend in Kaurav Shibira. So that was the master stroke of Lord Shri Krishna to save Pandavas. And then Ashwathama came and killed the 5 sons of each Pandavas, 5 sons, and then Drishtadyumna. So when they were sleeping, he just cut their heads. So with this act actually Lord Shri Krishna was very angry with Ashwathama. Later on, of course, this is not given in Bhagavatam, it is given in Mahabharata. Lord Krishna is very, very merciful, but when Ashwathama lost in the end, everything is over. Ashwathama, when he begged forgiveness from Lord Shri Krishna, Lord Shri Krishna, he did not forgive him. Right? He did not forgive him. So we will study in the future classes how, I think it's Bhagavatam, it is not given. Then the discussion goes on, and then they take away the money. There is a money, special money fixed to his head. So it was taken away by force, and then blood flows from that wound. For 3,000 years, he said, Krishna told, cursed Ashwathama, that for 3,000 years into Kali Yuga, that wound will not be healed. The blood flows from that, pus flows from that wound, then you will suffer. So Ashwathama cries, Anukampa, Anukampa. And he said, you are such a rascal that you killed, innocent, boys who were sleeping. Like that. So, all these things are there. So, then, anyway, meanwhile, when Draupadi comes to know, so she was crying like anything. If you see Mahabharata and Srimad Bhagavatam, we understand that there is a lot of suffering, right? There is a lot of suffering. Why? Why there is, even the devotees, the relatives of Lord Krishna, they also suffered so much. Why?
Krishna wants to take their test.
Huh?
Krishna wants to take their test.
Bolo, Dhruv?
I mean, when there is suffering and pain in our life, that's when we remember Krishna. So maybe it's this way of making us connected to Him. That's what Kunti Maharani asked.
Who else? Kruta? What's your name? Vidhi. What do you think? There is so much, right?
As mentioned in Bhagavatam, this world is full of miseries, Dukkha and Shashvata. When we desired, when we were in Goloka, that we want higher priority, we want to serve ourselves, we want to serve our senses. That's the reason we are in this world.
Very nice. Hare Krishna. So, yeah, Krishna wanted to show this world is full of suffering, Dukkalayam Ashashvatam. Even if you are become my relative also, you will have to suffer. That's why he specifically put all his relatives also into lot of suffering. Said nobody will be spared. Right? Krishna never told Arjuna, because you are my friend, you are my devotee, I will spare you from suffering. What did he say? What did he say? What did Arjuna, Krishna tell Arjuna?
I will help you.
Huh?
I will help you.
Where did he say? Bolo, Santosh. What did Krishna tell Arjuna? You have to tolerate. Right? Krishna never told Arjuna, because you become my devotee, you will be free from all sufferings. But Krishna told Arjuna,
You have to tolerate.
you have to
Tolerate.
tolerate. Yeah, matra sparshast kaunteya sitoshna sukha dukkada agamo apaino anityas tam titikshasva bharata. Then what reward Krishna will give you if you tolerate? Bolo, Vijayaram Prabhu.
He will give us His fullest mercy, and then maybe something what we have desired that will also be fulfilled.
Bolo, Krishna Vanigal. What will Krishna give you? Next verse. Yamhina vyatayanti ete purusham purusharshava samadukka sukham dhiram samritattvaya kalpate. Krishna is giving, in the second chapter, 14th verse, Krishna told, my dear Arjuna, 13th verse, Krishna says, Dehinosmi nyata dehe kaumaram yavanam jara tata dehantara prapti dhirastatra namuhyati. Right? What is the definition of dhira?
One who is stable when there is cause of
Even if there is a temptation and the sense gratification is available, but still you control. Right? Yesterday I was reading 13th chapter Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada was defining what is self-control, self-control means, very interesting. Usually, self-control means Prabhupada defined staying away from all the things which are not helping Krishna consciousness. Yeah? You stay away. Surfing on Instagram. Does it help you in progress in Krishna consciousness? Huh? Right? So even though it looks harmless, right? Surfing on Instagram or Facebook or spending time on social media, it may look harmless. Of course, it's harmful, but still, it is not helping you progress in Krishna consciousness. So, what is self-control? Self-control means staying away from all activities which are not helping you in Krishna consciousness. So, that is called self-control. Anyway, so dhirastatra namuhyati. So, the dhira is not disturbed by the transference of soul from childhood body to youthful body, from youthful body to old body, from old body to another body. A dhira is not disturbed. Then Prabhupada says, paraphrases, my dear Krishna, what you are saying is correct, but Bhishma, Drona and all, they are my relatives and he brought me up. So, yeah, he may get a new body, but I don't get a chance to associate with him any further. So how can you say that, then Krishna says, Matra Sparshast Kaunteya Sitoshna Sukha Dukkhada Agamo Apaino Anityas Tam Titikshasva Bharata. Right? Then, so if you tolerate, what will happen? Yamhina Vyatayantiyete Purusham Purusharshabha Samadukka Sukham Dhiram Samritatvaya Kalpate. You will attain nectar, Amrita. Amrita means deathlessness. So that is the reward for tolerating the happiness and distress. Right? So how come tolerating, what is meant by tolerating happiness? Alka Mataji?
You don't get excited even in good times.
You should not jump up and down,
Not to celebrate.
Yeah. So much, celebrating. Like today. Today we can celebrate. We are getting pasta, pizza and all. So, the hallmark of a devotee, not to lose composure when there is lot of distress, and don't become too overjoyed when there is a cause for happiness. So, yamhina vyatayantiyete purusham purusharshabha samadukha sukham dhiram samritatvaya kalpate. It is not very easy, right? It's not very easy. So, especially when there is a distress, we tend to blame other persons, right? We tend to blame other persons. And then if there is nobody available, we will blame Krishna. Right? It's all because of him, Right? So that was the great thing. So that is why we see Krishna actually put Draupadi into a very, very great distress. Especially Mother Kunti Maharani and Mother Devaki and all, they also experienced distress. But the kind of distress experienced by Draupadi, unbearable, because just getting disrobed like that, in the sabha, and getting called, somebody like, please come, somebody like Karna calling her Vaishya, and Draupadi, and Duryodhan telling her to sit on his lap. It's unimaginable, so this way. During those times, where Asurya Pasha, she is known as Asurya Pasha, means Pandavas are so caring for her that they won't even allow Surya Bhagwan to see her. For such a lady, chaste woman, to be dragged into the sabha and then being insulted, then getting disrobed, unimaginable, unbearable. And then now everything is coming down, and then her son, one of the sons is supposed to become a Yuvaraj next, right? Her son is supposed to become a king, but now that also is taken away. But we'll see in the next few verses that how, in spite of all that, Draupadi, she did not lose her composure. She did not act drastically. So all these things, it's not just for simply hearing and nodding your head or enjoying. When something happens to us in our lives, we should learn life's lessons, from this, how the devotees behaved, and then we should learn. Oh, we should be like that. We should be like this, like that. So meanwhile, so Arjuna promised that I will bring his head. Then only you perform. I will wash you wash your face with tears, and then you can actually keep your feet on the head of Ashwatthama and perform last rites of our sons, like that. Arjuna promised. So along with that, Achyuta, right? Achyuta Mitra, right? Achyuta Mitra, very nice word used for Arjuna. Achyuta Mitra, right? So in Krishna, right? We can all consider Krishna as our friend, but greatest reward in our life when Krishna says he is my friend, right? Krishna says he is my friend, right? we can always say, like, of course Krishna already declared that I am everybody's friend, but specifically Krishna told Arjuna, you are my very dear friend. Where did he say? हाँ बोलो पूरा वर्ष. सा एव मया तेद्वा भक्तोऽसि मे सकासेति रहस्यं हि एतदुत्तमम्. So Krishna is saying, because you are my very dear friend. So here also Achyuta Priya, right? Achyuta Mitra, Arjuna is described as Achyuta Mitra. He was, so Achyuta means many times I told, right? Achyuta means,
Infinite.
what is the true complete definition? Pula, Poojaji?
And who remembers them in the smallest service.
Yeah, you are on right course.
Who remembers even the smallest service.
Very good. See? One hope, last. One hope in our class, in my class. Achyuta, please remember this definition of Achyuta. We will become very inspired. Oh, Achyuta means, many times it happens when we are youthful, when we are in a young age, we have lot of friends. Is it not? Lot of friends. After getting married and all, everybody becomes very busy. Then when the family comes and all, the people become very self-centered. My wife, my children, my home, like that. And then the friendships break, Is it not? Friendships break. And the greatest problem that we face in our lives is that how much great help we may provide to people. Initially they may say thank you, thank you, thank you. But after some time, they will forget, Is it not? They will forget. But that is why the greatest quality of a devotee, Prabhupada said, should be gratitude. Right? We should be grateful to people who have brought us to Krishna consciousness. It's a very, because we are actually, drowning, in the ocean of material existence. And a devotee takes trouble and distributes books, arranges classes and gives lectures, and we take lot of trouble, right? I can prefer to sleep, right? I'm very fond of sleeping. I can, we all very fond of sleeping. We can sleep nicely, right? 10 hours in a day. But we take trouble and then arrange programs and preaching, and then invite people for the lectures and all, and then people come and hear the lectures and they become devotees. If somebody becomes a devotee, what benefit is to me? I don't get any material benefit that way, right? But still we want to please Prabhupada and Krishna, so that is why we arrange all these preaching programs, distribution of books, so much trouble, especially in Western countries, very, very cold, so in that cold countries also, they go out and distribute books, right? So we should be very grateful to devotees, who are preaching to Krishna consciousness to us. So we should be grateful to Srila Prabhupada, right? Srila Prabhupada went to US at the age of 70, like that. So much trouble he took, right? In 1965, he was writing so after few months in Butler, we went, recently we were driving from New Vrindavan to Niagara Falls. On the way, this place comes, Butler, Pennsylvania. So that Sham, he was telling Prabhuji, see this place. This is where Prabhupada lived here. When he came, so Butler, Pennsylvania. Butler, Pennsylvania. Oh, this is the place. They were trying to acquire that place or something. But then, I was very I feel wondering. Wow, this is the place where Prabhupada started. He stayed there in Butler, Pennsylvania. So they were talking, how Prabhupada was, Sally Agarwal. Gopal Agarwal and then Sally Agarwal. So Sally Agarwal used to keep meat. How, like my tour of US is a mixed feelings actually. You go to toilet and all, there is no water. बॉटल लेके जाना पड़ता है बिस्लरी where in Indian families also they don't keep they got exterminated, I think. So just while traveling, they have Bhogeshwarya Prasaktanam, they have mood of enjoyment so much, you can't imagine such huge shopping malls, like that. So they were purchasing chips, the driving from Pittsburgh to Niagara Falls, 6 or 7 hours journey, and then from there again to New York, Baltimore, again so many hours travel. This way driving is very pleasurable, but just they were purchasing Biscoff karke biscuits, and then chips and nuts, so many things they would purchase, and then khate driving karne ka, and then they have bottles, juices, and so they have go America, you go to a mall and then pick up and then swipe the card, like that. So I was thinking all these are prepared by people who have not washed their bags. I was thinking it's very difficult to remain a devotee here. So Prabhupada, just imagine, thinking of Prabhupada, state of Prabhupada, he was coming. Prabhupada would, all of you all learn, Prabhupada would always drink water like this, top. Don't Prabhupada says, don't touch your lips to the while drinking water. Then Prabhupada would tell his disciples, please learn this in Vrindavan, otherwise A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami did not teach his disciples properly. Don't drink water like this. Gada, 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 gada. Right? So all of you learn, you should not put your teeth to the water, bottle, this glass, and then always like that. And then as soon as you eat something, Prabhupada said you should wash your hands, mouth, and after going to toilet they don't wash. After eating they will wash. Right? So that is level of cleanliness. I was having mental problem. I am very clean actually myself. Prabhupada is super clean. Just imagine what Prabhupada must be thinking, how he was tolerating, Sally Agrawal, keeping meat, and then he was cooking his own food and keeping food in the fridge, and then Sally Agrawal is keeping beef, in the same fridge. Prabhupada was tolerating all these things for whom? For us. Right? So we should be grateful to Srila Prabhupada. Life after life, even if we try, we cannot repay our debt to Srila Prabhupada. Right? So he was, now I want to inform you, this time Krishna book I have finished in 5 months, I wanted to put a post, 27th May, when I reached US, on that day night, I finished reading Krishna book. So I started on January 4th. So again I started reading again. Krishna book. So, so I feel so joyful, reading Prabhupada books. That is my greatest joy I get by reading Srila Prabhupada books. I read so many other books. Finally, I have concluded that the joy, that happiness I get by reading Srila Prabhupada books, I don't get reading any other book. So Prabhupada was actually in 1974, Srila Prabhupada was there. So he was actually having a problem of constructing Krishna Balaram temple. Krishna Balaram temple. And then Prabhupada was telling this Guru Kripa Maharaj that this Tamal and others, they were raising lot of money in America through book distribution. Prabhupada was saying, they don't want to give money to me. Prabhupada was complaining. And then they don't want to give money. I need so many lakhs to construct Krishna Balaram temple. Because of that, I get pain. My head becomes very hot. I am unable to concentrate on writing books because I need peaceful mind. But my brain becomes very hot thinking how to raise money. Like that Prabhupada was telling. Guru Kripa Maharaj told Prabhupada, from now onwards, you just concentrate on writing books. I will bring money. Later on, actually, he was telling Guru Kripa Maharaj, he was writing. He had a problem with Tamal Krishna Maharaj and some of the devotees. He wanted to leave ISKCON. Prabhupada said, he is saying, I don't like Tamal, I don't like so and so, I don't like Harikesh, I don't like that Guru Kripa Maharaj was telling. Prabhupada said, you like me? He said, I love you, Prabhupada. I don't like ISKCON. Like that. Prabhupada said, you like me? Yes, Prabhupada. So ISKCON is not different from me. Okay. Then Prabhupada said, you don't have to work under Tamal and all, you just work under me, direct. You directly report to me. Then Prabhupada was telling that, I'm having problem with this and that. And then Prabhupada, don't worry, I will bring money. So he used to bring cash, in suitcase mein bar ke, he was bringing cash. Like that. And then he would give it to Prabhupada. He was also, like there was a state, Prabhupada would count, Once mayor of Mumbai came, Giran Maharaj took him. And then that time Prabhupada was sitting in his quarters, then counting. So he was surprised. Because Vivekananda and all, they say, don't touch money, don't touch money. Prabhupada said, bring me more, dil mange more. Right? Bring, like that. So he would count, like that. So Prabhupada took so much trouble, writing books. How much grateful we should be. If you read, Vishwanath Chakravarti's commentary and other books, you have to rack your brain so much to understand what he's saying, because very high level, intellectual people only, they can understand their books. But Prabhupada book is just like, eating a kela, just open the skin and that, you just eat. Like that, Prabhupada books are like that, he made like that. So we should learn this quality of gratefulness from Krishna. Right? So in 64 qualities, one of the qualities is Krishna is very grateful. So Krishna told Draupadi, it comes, one of the grateful. Krishna is very grateful to the devotees who render service to him. Who render service to him. We, as an HOD, I know sometimes, I may have difference of opinion or some clash with some devotee, and then I may discard, get lost. But Krishna is not like that. That is why we see, devotees, we sometimes, we wonder, why Krishna is, I become very angry, why Krishna is keeping such a man, here, why doesn't he take action? Sometimes we discuss also, why he's like this, he's like that. But Krishna, he doesn't forget the service. Oh, somebody may be full of all bad qualities, but he might have rendered some service. So Krishna won't forget that service. So that is why Krishna gives him a long rope. Stay there, try. Try. Krishna doesn't have problem. We have problem, like that. So Krishna, Achyuta means one who doesn't forget minute service rendered by his devotee. So Krishna was telling Draupadi, Krishna, I don't know how to repay my debt to you. I am very grateful to you, because when Draupadi Vasraharan was happening, you have called me out, Hey Krishna, Hey Dwarkadish, Hey Govinda, in a helpless condition. It seems Krishna becomes very grateful to a person who calls him out when his names in a very helpless, when he is in a helpless condition. So my debt to you is increasing day by day. I don't know how to repay my debt to you. How to like that. So we should, when we are actually, when we get hurt or something, when we are children, we say Amma, right? Amma. But actually, we should learn to say Krishna, right? We should learn to say Krishna, Krishna. Pata nahi, any moment, the death will come, right? It seems that lady, she is taking anti-aging tablets, it seems. That's why she died. One model, she died, no? Model or somebody. At the age of 42, she died. Huh? जो भी है, anti-aging, एज ही खत्म हो गया. She wanted to look young, Huh?
She died young.
Right? Age ही खत्म हो गया, like that. So we should learn, so we should learn this quality of being grateful to the devotees who are helping us progress in Krishna consciousness. Grateful, we should be grateful to the devotees, who are spreading Krishna consciousness. We should be grateful to people, So that's why, we should be grateful to the deities. Is it not? The deities are standing there. Aapka, you call them? Huh? Huh? ये सोशलाइजिंग बंद कीजिए, आप बैठिए, बाद में हगिंग एंड ऑल. You can come here, sit here. There is a lot of space. Sit here, girls, young girls, can sit on floor. So Achyutapriya, we are stuck, Achyutapriya. So actually the highest level of taking darshan is, when we come in front of the deities, you start crying that, my dear Krishna, for our sake, you are standing there. We get tears. That is the highest level of, darshan. When we come for darshan, Madhirekshana, Prabhupada says, we should drink the beauty of Krishna by making our eyes into the bumblebees. And we should drink the nectar of lotus face of the Lord, or lotus feet of the Lord. by drinking the nectar of Krishna. But the highest level, where the Ramayana commentary, it is written that when the sages, Dandakaranya forest sages, they were so much being troubled by the Rakshasas, so much troubled. There is a heap of bones. There is a mountain of bones, of the sages being killed by the Rakshasas. They eat, and then they throw the bones like that. But when they saw Lord Ramchandra, they forgot all their troubles. Right? They forgot all the troubles. And they were feeling very sad. Your lotus feet are so soft. Your body is so soft. My dear Ram, how you came walking like this? Walking like this. Your feet must be getting hurt. How you are carrying such a heavy dhanush on your hands, like that, they were saying. And then they started giving blessings to Ramchandra. Let there be kalyan to you, let there be glories, all like that. They started blessing Ramchandra. Like that, when we come in front of the temple, we should reach a stage where we take darshan. Then I said, "Arey, my dear Radha Raspihari, you are standing, that was the feeling, Prabhupada had. Prabhupada had that is why we put that lapti, Prabhupada said Krishna will be very tired. Krishna will be very tired standing, catching flute. That's why you put that stick, so that, that was the feeling of Prabhupada, like that. So, like that. So Krishna is always merciful. That is why he is standing. But devotees, they get pain. My dear Lord, you are standing for us, for our sake, taking service from, not so qualified devotees. So Krishna is Achyuta Priya. Achyuta, he was ये तो काम ही नहीं कर रहे लगता है ऐसे शोभा जी है? In 1700, in 1727 to 1736, Puri, Cuttack, these places were ruled by, a king by name Ramchandra Dev II, Gajapati Maharaj, like that. So that was a very tumultuous time, in the history of India, Bharat, where these Muslims, they were ravaging, temples all over India. So there is one another rascal, one Khan, Taki Khan. He was actually invading Orissa at that time. So he was actually, Ramchandra Dev tried his best, tried his best to counterattack the Muslims, Mughals, but it was very difficult. And नेक्स्ट क्लास है क्या उन लोग रथ यात्रा में गए वो लोग? हाँ, क्लास है, इधर ही रख सकते हैं, कोई नहीं है बाहर? So I am telling some Jagannath story. So there was all these kings, they have so much love for Lord Jagannath. So Ramchandra Dev, he was actually arrested and kept in the jail in Baramati fort. For 13 months, he was put in the jail. So at that time, these Mughals, they had a policy that if a Hindu king becomes a Muslim, and then they would give back the kingdom. So these Mughals, they have offered him a truce, saying that if you agree to become a Muslim and marry a Muslim girl, and then Muslim, and then so Ramchandra Dev, being an ardent devotee of Lord Jagannath, he was actually contemplating whether to accept this friendly offer, because that way I can remain the king and protect Lord Jagannath from these rascals. So that is why this Ramchandra Dev agreed. Then he married one Muslim girl. Then he became extra kalash. किधर है संजय? किधर है? वर्किंग? हाँ हाँ वर्किंग एग्जाम. So he became a Muslim, and this Puri temple people, they are very strict about all these things. So as being a king of Gajpati Maharaj, Puri, they get some facilities. One is during Rath Yatra, they are the first person to broom. That is number one. Number two, they get a Lord Jagannath's garland. Lord Jagannath's garland, as Mahaprasad. And then number three, on every Ekadasi day, they light Mahadeepa and they call out the name of the king and they give blessings. Like that they get some facilities, Maharaj, Gajpati Maharaj. So they stopped all these things. And his wives, they have taken their children and went back to their home, saying that you became a Muslim. Like that. So Ramchandra Dev, he was in his heart, he was a ardent devotee of Lord Jagannath. So only for the protection of Lord Jagannath only, he had accepted this truce offer, and then he became a Muslim. So that Jagannath temple will be protected by the invasion of these Muslims. Like that. Then every day he would come and cry in front of Lord Jagannath near Simhadwar. Every day. Please, my dear Jagannath, you are the only shelter. You are, merciful Lord. He would cry every day. Right? So one day, Lord Jagannath could not control himself. He left the Singhasan and came running and gave darshan to Lord Ramchandra Dev. Right? So when the next day, when the pujaris came, they were very surprised that Dhyana flowers, Dhyana flowers, they offer, very fragrant flowers they offer to Lord Jagannath. So all those flowers and all everywhere they are, lying down. Then Lord Jagannath, and all that. They were wondering what is happening. Like this every day it is happening. Every day Ramchandra Dev would come and cry in front of Lord Jagannath, Simhadwar, and then Lord Jagannath would come running, and then he would give darshan to Ramchandra Dev. Then what is happening? They were very shocked, Then Lord Jagannath appeared in the dream of the pujari. Then he said, I am not very happy with the decision of yours, that, stopping Ramchandra Dev from taking darshan and all that. He is very dear devotee to me, like that. Then they were, but they are very adamant in it. Still, Lord Jagannath, still they did not allow him for darshan, but that pujari established Patit Pavan deity on the, Simhadwar. If you go there in Simhadwar, you will see the Patit Pavan. So Patit Pavan deity means Lord Jagannath without Baladev, Subhadra and Sudarshan Chakra, and only face. Right? Only face. Then they restored his cleaning, brooming in front of Jagannath deity and other things they restored. But even though they did not allow him for darshan, and then Mahadeep ceremony, all that, receiving garlands, they all like that. So this is one pastime. Then some people, they say Salbeg, in order to give darshan to Salbeg, Lord Jagannath appeared as Patit Pavan deity. Patit Pavan, means unlimitedly merciful Lord Jagannath. Right? That is, you can remember this pastime when next time when you go to Jagannath temple, you see the, Santosh, Patit Pavan deity, where it is? Huh? Huh? Right? You can see from the, not Garuda Stamba. Kya Santosh, kya dekhte ho?
Just right side of the Sindhadwar.
Yeah, where Garuda Stamba, where it is? Inside, no Garuda Stamba.
No, outside is first.
Outside also it is there. So that is one pastime. Like that. Salbega, there some people they say, in order to give darshan to Salbeg, Lord Jagannath appeared as Patit Pavan. Like that. Aurangzeb, he was born in 1618. So Prabhupada writes that he ruled India with iron fist for 48 years. Most despotic king, Prabhupada writes in one of the purports in Chaitanya Charitamrita, or I think 10th canto, first chapter, that he killed his own brother and nephews, and he kept his father in the jail for 9 years. Taj Mahal banaya, right? Poor fellow, he could not live there or anything, He could not enjoy only Shah Jahan. Right? Whereas standard joke hai. Once one girl is there, and the girl was asking, do you love me? He said, I love you so much. How much? Do you love me like Shah Jahan? Yes, I love. So, will you build Taj Mahal? And then he said, I've already purchased the plot, you only delaying it. So, what is... So Taj Mahal banaya, lekin poor fellow, he was only watching it from his jail cell, it seems. Prabhupada was telling. Anyway, so he was, Prabhupada writes in the purports that he destroyed Krishna's Janmasthan and built a mosque. Then he destroyed Keshavaraya temple because it's a very huge temple at that time. And then he destroyed Keshavaraya temple, and there also he built a mosque there. Once he was actually watching from his building. Then he saw very huge building, in Vrindavan. Then he found out what is that is Radha Govind temple, built by Rupa Goswami, very red stone, like that. So he went immediately ordered that they should be destroyed. Radha Govind temple should be destroyed. Then Maharaj Man Singh, he found out, and then he came and rescued all the deities of Vrindavan, and they were shifted to Jaipur. That is why Jaipur is known as Gupta Vrindavan. All the original deities of Vrindavan, they are in Jaipur. Jaipur is a very special place, original deities of Radha Madan Mohan, of course, now shifted to Karoli. Then Radha Gopinath, Radha Govind, Radha Damodar, Radha Vinodilal, and then Radha Damodar, then Radha Madhav, many of the deities. And then Srinathji was shifted to Udaipur. And then what is that? In Kanpur, what is the deity? Kanpur? Near Kanpur? Huh? The original deity of the Giriraj, Mukasthal, original deity there. That deity, very beautiful. Forgot, all of you? We went there and then we requested that that Pujari was dressing the deities. You forgot?
Give us the measurements. Give us the measurements.
Yeah, beautiful deity. We went there from Kanpur. Forgot?
Especially they showed us, he removed the cloth of the deity and showed it.
Yeah. Like that. Anyway, all those they were shifted like that, and then they have destroyed Madan Mohan temple, Govind Devji temple, and other temples, like that. Nazar Khan, there is one rascal. He was given, charge to destroy. Then they have reported that this Jagannath temple is flourishing like anything. Lakhs and lakhs of people come, for Rath Yatra. So this Aurangzeb was instructed to destroy. Somehow or other we should destroy Jagannath temple. Jagannath temple. Then this Nazar Khan came with huge army. With huge army. So in Danda Mukunda, there is one place. There is a huge storm took place and all that. And then they have taken it as a bad omen, and then they went back. That time somehow Jagannath temple was saved from getting there. Then Aurangzeb was very unhappy that they could not destroy Jagannath temple. Then he appointed one more Subedar, one more general. There he came and destroyed. So from for 12 years, there was no Rath Yatra taking place in Jagannath Puri, because Aurangzeb's special instruction is stop people reaching. They have destroyed the bridges and they have they have put armies from people attending Rath Yatra. So huge. For 12 years Rath Yatra did not take place because the king, Narsinghadev or somebody, Gopinath Deva. So he very cleverly, he has hidden Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, Sudarshan in a secret dwara behind Bimla Devi temple. Then he made some Nakli Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra deities and he gave them. So take them. And they have taken those deities and they have, Aurangzeb used to put deities on the steps of mosques so that they would keep their feet on the, the deities of Hindu deities and then go to mosque. That was the level of his brutality. Number one rascal. He did like that. So for 12 years, the pujaris, they were actually secretly, without ringing the bells, they were offering food, boga to Lord Jagannath, and then within the compound, they were doing Rath Yatra. Like yesterday, like last Saturday, we did Rath Yatra in the compound of our Sanjay Murari Prabhu. Mataji. They learned it in Dubai. In Dubai, anybody? Dubai, they do, what's her name? Gopi Priya Mother. Kya naam hai? Sugopi. They had a huge house. They had a huge hall. So they invited me, they cooked chapan bhog and all. They had a small rath, and then within the house only they were having Rath Yatra. Yeah. You all can conduct, Rath Yatras in your colonies, in your compounds. In Hyderabad, Gachibowli. So they have a huge congregation. They were doing 40 Rath Yatras in 10 days in gated communities. Small Rath Yatras they are doing. And then a huge like that. You can do it, in your colonies. You can do Rath Yatra. Like Sanjay, you can learn from Sanjay. Prashad kya kiya? Bach gaya. That day it was raining, so people did not come, turn up. Prashad bach gaya tha. Acha, otherwise it was nice. Or, क्या नाम है आपका? उसका डांस देखा आपने? I put a video. So very nice. Our company, she was the organizer. They did drama also. Nice. Jagai Madai drama they did. I don't know why Jagai Madai drama. You should do Jagannath Rath drama. So like that. So they used to do Rath Yatra like that. So there is one Brahmana. He was very, very unhappy that Jagannath Rath Yatra is not happening. So for Oriya people, it is hard, Like yesterday, 3 people have died, there is a stampede. So these newspaper walas, they make so much halla, Log mar gaya. People don't mind. Many people, they like to die under the wheels of Rath Chakra. Oriya people, they don't mind. In India, there's not so much value to human life. ऐसा ही मर जाते right? इतना भीड़ भाड़ में चले जाते हैं. They don't mind, दूर रहो ना. मैं तो अभी बंद कर दिया. क्या नाम है? बांके बिहारी मंदिर जाना बंद कर दिया. मरते मरते बचा एक बार. ऐसा I don't want to die like that. Anyway, who knows? Even if I die, no problem. But what is that? मैंने सोचा बहुत बार देख लिया, अभी नहीं जाने का. Now they want to do corridor, right? They have no plan. Just ISKCON, they should learn from ISKCON, how we manage. People also, police, they praise us, you manage so nicely. Like chappal stand, that DSP was telling, Prabhuji, is only ISKCON people are worried about, people's chappals. Otherwise, during festivals and all, we take trucks. People don't bother about the chappal, On the first day, 1st of January, people leave chappals and go away, We have a problem. So many chappals, we throw them in the dustbin. Like that. Anyway, Aishu is thinking maybe I can. So it is. Anyway, people come, Jagannath Rath Yatra, people, Oriya people, they love Rath Yatra. They just come. किधर से आ जाते हैं on the first day, on the day of Rath Yatra, like ants, that so many people like that. So one Brahmana, he did not like some Sharma. He went to Delhi to meet Aurangzeb, to request him to allow Rath Yatra. So when he reached, he sent a message that I want to meet you. So Aurangzeb, on the day night, on the day, he got a dream. Lord Jagannath appeared in his dream. Can you imagine? You can't, I was wondering, मेरा dream में आओ ना इतना सेवा कर रहे हैं. Of course आए थे, भगवान बहुत बार आए थे. हाँ?
उसको दर्शन मिला, we did not get it.
What is that?
उसको दर्शन मिला, हमको नहीं मिला.
So Jagannath ordered him that you should allow Rath Yatra. The next day, when he met that Brahmana also requested, please, aisa hai, please allow Rath Yatra. So after that dream, Aurangzeb is a changed man. Is a changed man. So this was not a concocted or some, it is written in gadget. Prabhupada many times quoted, gadget. By, Vishakhapatnam gadget, Simachalam gadget. They have recorded, certain incidents, those people at that time. Prabhupada quoted many times. It is given in Vishakhapatnam gadget, like this, like that. So you may not believe, Aurangzeb donated land to Lord Jagannath. It is there in the records of Jagannath temple that Aurangzeb has donated. Then so when the Brahmana requested, Aurangzeb agreed for Rath Yatra. Then when he came back, so Rath Yatra, the deities were kept back on the altar, original altar. Then the worship has started, and then Rath Yatra was resumed, and then Aurangzeb told his Subedars not to disturb Jagannath Rath Yatra. So this is the article, the unlimited mercy of Lord Jagannath on a despotic king, Aurangzeb. Right? So just imagine how Lord Jagannath can give darshan, give mercy to Aurangzeb. If we worship them nicely, how merciful they will be to us. Right? Want to hear more?
Yes.
Jagannath story? Huh?
Yes.
Salbeg, you want to hear again? Story of Salbeg? Huh? I gave recently class, Bhagavatam class. Unfortunately, only India is the only country where we keep the names of our perpetrators after the road names. And then India is the only country, we glorify our perpetrators in the history books. Huh? Now, thanks to RSS and Modi government, they are changing. They want to remove all this, glorification of Akbar the Great. He is not great. बहुत ही very very cruel. He was very cruel. Huh? Yeah.
In the history book it is given,
Huh?
in our history book it is given that he was very good. The good
Ah,
history.
they whitewashed. It's the greatest misfortune for India is Nehru becoming prime minister, first prime minister, and he, they have. Then he was socialist and leftist. Those leftist people. So yesterday I was saying in the class, day before yesterday, that when Lord Nishingadev, he killed so many demons when he appeared, and then he left out some of the demons not to kill. He didn't kill some of the demons. All those demons have taken birth as scholars in Kali Yuga. And because of that, these scholars, they oppose Vedas, Sanatana Dharma, and all that. You know, like that. Anyway, it is considered Jahangir, you know, Jahapana, Jahangir, right? Jahangir is considered very noble king and all, but some of them, they have went and provoked him, saying that Lord Jagannath is very very famous. Lakhs of people, they attend Rath Yatra. So if we want to destroy Hindu culture, Vedic culture, we should destroy Jagannath temple. Like that. So they went and provoked him, and then immediately he ordered very very powerful Sainik, Senapati, his name is Lal Beg. Lal Beg. So he came with a huge army to destroy Jagannath temple. On the way near Kataka somewhere, he saw one beautiful Brahmin girl, widow. She was taking bath on the roadside lake. When he saw her, he became very attracted. Then he kidnapped her. So she resisted very strongly and very badly, but she very relentless. And then finally she agreed on one condition, that you don't destroy Jagannath temple, and then you don't trouble Brahmins. So Lal Beg, he was very attracted to that lady. Her name was Lalita. She is born in a Brahmin family, Madan Mishra or somebody. And then she is a devotee of Lord Gopinath since childhood. And Lal Beg married her, and then they got a son. His name is Sal Beg. So then some people, they went and complained to Jahangir, saying that this Lal Beg became very soft. He was not destroying Jagannath temple. Then he sent some additional army, and then they have taken away his post, and then they have killed him, Lal Beg. Then Sal Beg also became a army man, a Sainik. And then once in some war he was fighting, he became very gravely wounded. Then his body became very gravely injured like that. And then he's suffering like anything. And then at that time, they tried many medications and all. It did not help. So he was suffering. Then one day he went and told his mother, I think I should commit suicide and die, because I am not able to tolerate this suffering. Then Fatima Bibi, she became Fatima Bibi, after the name change, like that. And then she told that, why should you die? Why don't you worship Lord Gopinath? Then Sal Beg had a shock of his life. What did you say? He said, worship Gopinath. He is the supreme personality of Godhead. He is Vrindavan Chandra. Then Sal Beg was surprised. You are a Muslim lady. Why are you recommending worshipping of Hindu God? Why would Hindu God help me? Then Lalita, then she told the entire story, how she was abducted, then how she became converted to Islam, then how her name, original name was Lalita, how she's a Brahmin girl, then how she's a devotee of Gopinath. So she never gave up Gopinath worship, even though she became. What is the definition of bhakti, Bolo? What is the definition of bhakti? Bhakti means savai pumsham paro dharma, yato bhaktir adokshaje ahetyaki apratihata. This word is very important. Ahetyaki apratihata. Devotional service cannot be hampered at any stage, at any place, anywhere you can, uninterruptedly you can perform devotional service. Even if somebody puts you in the jail, you can still worship Krishna. Though nobody can give a excuse, oh, it is difficult and all that. Then Salveg said, I want to know more, I want to know more. Then she narrated how Nanda Maharaj and Nandarani, Yashoda, they are devotee, and then they were living in Gokul, and then Krishna is born to them, and then how Krishna lifted Govardhan hill, how he killed Putana, how he did Damodar Leela, entire Bhagavatam she explained to Sanjay. Phone is ringing. Extra colors. दो कलश हो गया अभी. साइलेंट में रखो. Then she narrated, and then he became very impressed. Ah, so nice pastime, right? What do they have, right? We have so much deities, so beautiful, right? When we go to the temples, we enjoy, right? When we have darshan of Radharas Vihari, right? We enjoy, right? Otherwise, if you go to other places of worship, what is there, Prabhupada, right? We are, they condemn us, oh, idol worship, idol. What do you have? What do you have? People have, we get so much blissful, we become so blissful taking darshan of, Radharaman every day. Every year we go and then every year we run. Radharaman. Right? Yeah? Once Prabhupada was there, and then one of the devotees' brother, he became a Christian. Then he was arguing with Prabhupada. Then at that time, Rukmini Dwarkadish, very well, nicely framed photograph came by post. Then Prabhupada opened, and he was admiring the beauty of Rukmini Dwarkadish. Then Prabhupada said, we are very, very fortunate that our Lord is so beautiful and is so merciful. Right? They say, if you go to hell, eternally you will rot in the hell. So Prabhupada said, our God is not so hard-hearted to put you people in the rot in the hell forever. Anyway, so he was very. Then he said, I will worship Gopinath for 12 days. After 12 days, if I don't become all right, let us consume poison and die. So there are people, right, who we are worshipping the Lord for a long time, but we don't get darshan or anything because that intense hankering is not there in our heart. I just want only Krishna. We want Krishna also. Right? We want Krishna also. We want other things also. We want Krishna also. But because he was put into so much suffering, he was intensely praying to Krishna, please save me, please save me. So when the 12th day came, nothing happened. Then Lalita, she prayed to Gopinath, my dear Gopinath, you are unlimitedly merciful, you are Achyuta, you are Damodara, you are Govinda, you are Krishna, please save my son, please save my son, respond to the prayers of my son. Like that, otherwise, tomorrow we have to die. Like that, she was, crying. So listening to the cries of Lalita Devi, that day Krishna appeared in the dream of Salbeg. He gave some medicine. He said, "You become all right." Then he applied that medicine and then he became all right. All the wounds are gone. Then all the suffering is gone. Then Salbeg became a great, great devotee. Because experience, Rajvidya Rajguhyam Pavitram Idamuttamam Pratyaksha Bhagavam Dharmyam Susukam Kartum Avyayam. So he got special darshan like that. So that is why he got special, that his devotion has increased. Then he came, then where will I take darshan? Where will I take darshan? Like that. Lalita ji said, go to Jagannath temple. When they went to Jagannath temple, they didn't allow him because seeing that he's a Muslim, like that. Then everybody ridiculed. No, they didn't allow him to go stay in any mutt and all that. Then he went to Vrindavan. In Vrindavan, there are not so much this kind of things are there. Everybody is allowed. So in Vrindavan, they have he had प्रसाद आया? अच्छा, फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे क्लास है क्या अभी? देयर कम बॉयज आर देयर? हाँ, क्लास है? हाँ,
डेकोरेशन करना कल इधर प्रोग्राम है।
शादी है? हाँ, या bring प्रसादी है ना? No, we'll go there only. ठीक है, first floor we'll go. Anyway, I'll. What was I saying? Huh? Yeah, he went to Vrindavan. So he was doing bhajan. Yeah, then he became a great devotee. Then he became a very great poet, writing bhajans in Oriya. Great poet, like that, glorifying the Lord. Then he heard about Jagannath Rath Yatra, because he's originally, he is Oriya. So he wanted to take darshan of Lord Jagannath, but he was not allowed. Then he started walking, 1 month walk from Vrindavan to Jagannath Puri, 1 month walk. Then he calculated that he will not be able to reach Jagannath Puri on the time, on the Jagannath Rath Yatra time. Then he wrote a poem. जगबंधु हे गोसानी तुम्बा श्री चरण बिनु आन्य गति नहीं सातसा 50 कोश चाली ना पारही मोहा जीवा देन नंदी गोशे तिभा रही रथाचारी पाशे लंबे मुकुठारा जरा झला मला दिशुताली प्रभु चकडोला भाईसी पाचा ताले बिकाहू बात दर्शन तेनकी ताऊ कैवल्ये मुकटा आगे चले बलभद्र मध्य चांड मुखींद्र आशुचि कालीला पचे गहल लागिरे कहे साली बेगा हीन जाति रे यवना एही मते आज्ञा है श्री वृंदावना. Anybody knows singing? Jagabandhu he Gosani, So this is our Dhritarashtra Prabhu used to sing. So this is composed by, so meaning I will read in English. Jagabandhu, my Lord. Variya people, they call him, Jagannath as Chakadola. Friend of everyone in this world, I have nowhere else to go than seeking shelter at your auspicious lotus feet. 1500 miles is too far a distance for me to cover. Till I arrive there and get a glimpse of you, to remain on the Nandi Ghosh. Shimmering and bright Tassels of pearls hang out on all four sides of your chariot, O my round-eyed Lord. Chakadola means. On the 22 steps are sold the holy cooked rice. Even a grain can give me emancipation. Let me have some at first, before I proceed to get your sight. Brother Balabhadra leads the way. In the middle comes sister with a pretty moon face. Mingling with the noisy crowd, the dark one follows behind. Says Salvega, I am a Yavana, an outcast and fallen. Do heed my supplication, O Lord. Grant me residence in Vrindavan. Like that, he wrote a poem, bhajan. Then Jagannath Rath Yatra is finished. Bahuda Yatra started. What? Bahuda. Bahuda. Bahuda Yatra has started. Return Rath Yatra. Then on one place, Nandi Ghosh has stopped. Stopped. Nobody can move the chariot. So the king brought elephants, the king brought big pahalwans, king brought, they did havan, they did kirtan, everything they did. Nobody could move an inch Nandi Ghosh chariot. So Lord Jagannath braved, tolerated the heat, the rains, everything, all inconveniences, but nobody could move Nandi Ghosh. And then finally, when Salbeg reached Jagannath Puri, he understood that actually Lord Jagannath is waiting for him, on the chariot. And then he had darshan, and then he was crying and crying. Then Salbeg broke down, said that how fallen I am, my dear Jagannath, that for my selfish reasons I made you sit on the Nandi Ghosh. You are actually waiting in the hot sun. You are waiting in the rain. All this inconvenience I put you. What a fallen person I am. Please forgive me. Like that. When the word has spread, then after giving darshan to Salbeg, Nandi Ghosh started moving. And then when the word has spread that Lord Jagannath Rath has stopped for the sake of a Muslim devotee, everybody was shocked. Then Gajapati Maharaj came running. He said, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And then they were all very surprised. And then they honored him. Said, wow, for your sake, Lord Jagannath stayed here. My God. Then every day he used to get prasad. Like he agreed, that he was praying that let me get some rice. Like that. Then they have given him. So then when he even now also Rath Yatra stops there. Jagannath Rath stops there near the Samadhi of Salbeg. And then later on when he died, then all the pujaris and all, they came to take darshan of Salbeg. And then when he died, Gajapati Maharaj gave him a place the same where Rath has stopped. Then they built a Samadhi for him. Then even now people go and take darshan of that Samadhi. But Lord Jagannath has stopped, his chariot for, Salbeg. Like that. So this is the special mercy of Lord Jagannath on Muslim kings. Ramchandra Dev, today Aurangzeb and Salbeg. Like that. Very nice pastimes, Jagannath. I did a katha 2 years back. You can hear once again. Many pastimes I have narrated in that lecture. So today we have a special feast because our devotees, they have got second initiation. Sanjay Murari Prabhu, Radhika Aradhana. Where is the other? Anand Dev. Mataji. What's your initiative name? Sangini Radhika Devi.
Ragaleka.
Sangini Ragalika.
Shantimai.
Huh?
Shantimai.
Shantimai. All of them, they got second initiation. So on that occasion, they are throwing feast. Huh? Throwing party. So let us say Hare Krishna once to all of them. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. So they are celebrating late birthday. Birthday already over. Shriyaka birthday, but on behalf she is cutting cake also. So for her good welfare and progress in studies and bhakti, let us chant Hare Krishna once. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Anybody has any very good experience of Rath Yatra? Once, 1996, there is a Navakalevar. Have you heard Navakalevar? They changed the body of Lord Jagannath. So I was happy to be there. So during Navakalevar, there is a huge rush, more rush. Yeah, there is Jagannath Rath Yatra to rush hai, और more rush रहता है. Then I paid at the time some 500 rupees or something. I took one balcony, some seat. It was very hot and then I was coming from Vizag at the time. I just joined in 92. Then somebody said there will be a lot of rush. They don't wash the pots and all. Don't eat anywhere because they have to, they don't clean themselves, like that. So somehow I stayed in our temple there. Anyway, so I was thinking, kyun aaya, unnecessary, so much trouble. so much rash, and all that. Then Jagannath chariot came very near to that place where I was sitting, And then suddenly I saw Jagannath was looking so beautiful. And then some, kajal is little spread here and all that. Now, I was thinking, looking so beautiful. Then, then all the troubles I forgotten. I said, this is worth it, like that. So then, so actually it is worth, even though it is very, very troublesome, to see Lord Jagannath on the chariot, it's very, very special, They pour so much mercy on the devotees, Lord Jagannath. Lakhs of people, they cry, oh, Jagannath, Kaliya. Like that. It is a very special, going for Rath Yatra and taking darshan. Then, the Bada, they on that day, I think, chariot, they do Bada Vesh, Bada Shunga, right? They put all golden. Huh? They put so much gold. They worship. I think on welcoming. Yeah. So that darshan also we had, like that. Sonavesh. On the chariot they put, the Sonavesh. You had darshan? Sonavesh?
Last year.
You went?
Last year.
Return Rath Yatra. Once we went for Return Rath Yatra. You remember? Yeah, Sonavesh. Return Rath Yatra also we went. So it is very nice. Thank you, Hare Krishna. So our Rath Yatra is on 5th July. Okay? So next Saturday. So that is starting from the school up to Bhaktivedanta Mission School, from there to here, Rath Yatra. And then we have 5-day festival here. So all of, I don't know what is, some programs are there, like that. So thank you very much. Anybody has any questions or comments?
Prabhuji, you said that Ashwadhama prayed to Lord Shiva and Lord Shiva gave him a sword from using which he cut the heads of son of Pandava. Why did Lord Shiva support Ashwadhama?
Oh, he will, that is Asutosh, easily pleased. He gave, benediction to Vrukasura, who किसका सिर पे रखेगा हाथ वो भस्म हो जाएगा. Then he saw his Parvati Devi, she is so beautiful. Why this beggar should have such a beautiful wife? Then he said, let me test, I'll put my hand on you only. That is Lord Shiva, Nature, merciful.
But he knew that he is going to kill Pandavas.
Krishna is there, no? Huh? Krishna is there, he will take care.
Shiva is called Bholinath.
He drank poison also. Like, yeah. Anything else? Anybody? Vidhi, you have any questions? ठीक है फिर. Let us proceed for Prashad. So we have Kartik Yatra. Please register. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for your patient hearing. So today's major takeaway for today is gratitude. Let's offer our gratitude to Prabhuji by chanting Hare Krishna thrice. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And this gratitude should not stop here. We should offering our gratitude every day by any means to Prabhuji. Because of this mentoring, we have learned a lot, and we should continue to learn more and more what we cannot learn by ourselves. So thank you very much once again. On 19th October till 25th October, we are organizing a Vrindavan Yatra, 7 days. So we'll be giving the itinerary and price, the cost of the Yatra in the due course. For those who are interested, there is a Google sheet in the group. So please register in time so that we can make appropriate arrangements well in time. So last moment arrangements are a little difficult to handle, especially during the Kartik month. So whosoever is interested are cordially invited, but we need right time booking so that we can make arrangements. So please try to come. Thank you very much.